everyone, and welcome to the Ingles table. I'm Jasmine Queen, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make my great vegetable pizza. I got everything I need from my local Ingles, so let's get started. I have 2 8 ounces of cream cheese in here. I've let these guys soften, and I've already started mixing it up just a little bit. And the softer the cream cheese, the easier this is going to be. We have some mayonnaise. And this is going to be our sauce for our pizza. I want to make sure I get all of this in here. And then I have some fresh dill. Dill is my favorite, so I probably use a little bit more than I should, but that's okay. And then we're just going to get this all mixed up. So like I said, this is going to be our sauce for our pizza. Over here, I have crescent rolls that I pressed together and then baked in the oven. Sometimes you can find dough sheets at Ingles. If you can find those, that's gonna be a lot easier because it just rolls out on here. I baked it for 13 minutes, just till it was golden brown. And that is our pizza crust. All right, so this looks pretty good right here. And if we don't have it all mixed up, that's okay, because we can kind of mix it a little bit more when we get it on the crust. Okay. This is actually my grandmother's recipe, and she made this for us every year before we started eating our big meal at her house. She always had a vegetable pizza. So this is my favorite, and she would always tell me, because I would help her make it, she would say the crust doesn't have to be perfect. So you can see it's not perfect, and that's okay because we're gonna cover it with all this yumminess over here. So don't worry about it. If there's a few little bumps and humps and holes and stuff, that won't matter. All right, when I do this, I like to kind of put little piles out just so I can make sure that I'm gonna be able to get the whole pizza. And this makes quite a bit. I have a pretty large pizza here, but this should be able to cover it. This is the most time-consuming part, but you can make this ahead of time and it will stay in the refrigerator, and you'll be able to serve it when you need it, so you won't even have to make it the day that everybody's coming over, which in my opinion is wonderful, because you know when family's coming over and you're having to cook, the last thing you want to do is just keep cooking. So you could do this the day before, even 2 days before if you wanted to. And I like to take it all the way out to the edges just to make sure that I'm getting this very good and covered, because I love this dressing, so I want it to be all the way on. All right, I'm gonna get this covered and we'll be right back. All right guys, I have the cream cheese mixture all spread out, and now it's time to start building our pizza. So for this one, you can put anything you want on it. I just picked my favorite vegetables and the ones that my grandmother always put on our pizza, but if you like other things, you feel free. You know, and if you're getting really fancy, you could probably decorate this like a Christmas tree or something, but today I'm just making a pizza. I do like to have, you know, kind of all spread out, because you want each piece to get a little of almost every veggie if you can. And like I said, this was a favorite of my family's. My grandmother Inez, this was her signature dish right here that we always look forward to. And her favorite vegetable was cauliflower, so she made sure to always put cauliflower on hers. And like I said, you can make this the day before your company arrives, or even 2 days before, just to make your life a little bit easier. I know during the holidays, everybody's running around and it's so hectic, but you really want to be able to feed your family something that you're proud of, and I think this would be that for sure. I'm gonna add some broccoli. And you guys know I'm all about saving time. Here's my tip for this one. I picked the broccoli and the cauliflower already cut up from Ingles. I didn't have to slice or dice any of this. Just gonna throw it right on here. It was all ready to go. And I like to make sure that my veggies that I have kind of a mixture of all different colors on this. So I'm gonna throw in some orange bell peppers. Again, you could do green, you could do red. If you just wanted to do a red and green theme, you could do that. And we just wanna make sure that we're getting color kind of spread out, and you want it, like I said, we're gonna cut this in squares. So you're gonna wanna make sure you get enough stuff on here. There we go. Some green onions. We'll just sprinkle these guys right on here. And I know this isn't the typical pizza that you normally would think of when you think of pizza, but you can tell your kids that they're gonna have pizza and they'll get all excited, and then you can feed them vegetables. All right, we have some olives on here. And this to me just looks so pretty and colorful. You feel pretty healthy because you're eating some vegetables. Okay. A little bit more of these guys. See, this over here needs a little bit more color. So we'll just throw some of these olives down. If you wanted to, you could top this with some salt and pepper, but I really don't think it needs anything. There we go. And now that that's part, the cheese. I don't like to put too much cheese on here though, because I think it kind of takes away from the vegetables. But if you are a cheese lover, you feel free just to keep on adding cheese. There we go. I think that is a pizza that my grandmother would be very proud of. Thanks so much for joining me here at the Ingles table. Be sure and check out the website for more tips, tricks, and recipes. I'll see you next time.